Hello and welcome guys, this is host and host Ashutosh and we have one of the prettiest face we ever had on Splitsvilla. It's none other than Nibedita, better known as Nibi. Nibedita, welcome to Lehren.
Thank you so much for having me, Ashutosh.
It's our pleasure. Achha, Nibedita, like we hope you become an actor, but when talking about Splitsvilla, what is this triangle, Priyank, Divya, Nibi? Like, what's going on? What's that thing
seriously,
exactly?
I don't know. See, the problem is there is a triangle in the villa. The thing is, when you go in the villa and you're trying to form connections with someone. So the first person that I sort of formed the connection with was Siddharth and Priyank. And then it just so happened that even Divya was the one who formed a connection with Priyank. So we both had that connection with Priyank from the beginning. And the very first episode, when they went in front of the oracle, Divya and Priyank were not declared an ideal match, no. So obviously, if you want to continue in the show, because this season is all about finding your ideal match. That's the concept of this show. Like this season, if you want to be safe, if you want to like proceed in the game, you have to find your ideal match, or else you'll be unsafe. And basically, there were coincidences. Every challenge, you will not believe, every challenge that I've performed so far has almost been with Priyank, apart from the first one, which was with Siddharth. But every challenge, it's been a coincidence. It's not like we've chosen each other. It hasn't been intentional. It's just, I don't know, luck or I don't know what sort of connection. So that way we felt that we might actually be each other's ideal match, considering we had that connection. So that's why, I mean, Divya and Priyank, they had that love connection. And then because I've spent so much time with Priyank doing challenges, and then before challenges, after challenges, we bonded really well. So he's one of the guys that I bonded with the most in the villa. I mean, there was him, there was Mohit, there was Basir. But I confided in Priyank. I found a really good friend. So there's that triangle. I don't know why it's been created like a love triangle. It's more to do with I'm one of Priyank's best friends in the villa, and Divya is his love connection.
But what the way it was portrayed, it was looking like there's something going. Achha, we saw the first episode when we spoke to the audience. So like everyone was pretty much curious to know कि मतलब what went through your mind when the thing like the Priyank ne first time आपका नाम लिखा, then he cut those name. And then he wrote your name over there, over Divya's name. So what was going through your mind?
See, for me, I was shocked when Priyank had written my name because I was expecting a vote from Siddharth because me and Siddharth bonded well. Me and Priyank also bonded very well on his date. But somewhere we had that feeling, in fact, all the girls in the villa, we spoke about it. And we had this instinct that Priyank will vote for Divya because they had that connection. So when Priyank actually crossed out, what really irritated me was that Priyank crossed out Divya's name and he wrote my name. I'm like, what is he trying to do here? Is he trying to play a game? Like, why are you seconding me like that? So I wasn't happy with that. I felt like if he's crossing out Divya's name for me right now, he'll probably ditch me in the later episodes. So I didn't want to proceed that way. And that sort of frustrated me at that time.
And Priyank asked you and you said no for that.
I said no. I was like, no, you do not second me. I won't go with you.
Okay. Achha, like the whole thing is going on. We saw all the episodes. So what when like a few of times you even broke down, you cried and say. So what used to go into your mind? Like one of the episodes मैंने देखा like when Divya and Priyank was sitting on the other side. And you were there on the other side and you started crying. Then Priyank was like, idhar samhalo.
I think that was the episode when Priyank and we were safe for one of the challenges and Divya was sent back. So basically, three of us were very emotionally unstable because I know that Divya and Priyank, they had a love connection in the villa. And I kind of felt like I was coming in between. I was like, मैं करूँ तो क्या करूँ? I know this guy is I have a 90% surety that this guy is my ideal match. Right. I have to stay with him if we want to stay in the game. And even me and Divya and Priyank, we sort of came up with this plan that, if me and him become an ideal match, we would be able to take Divya forward as well. We would be able to keep her safe. We would have powers that other people won't, that, the opposition won't. So, I mean, there's that. There are moments when Priyank has to choose between me and Divya. Sometimes he chooses me. Sometimes he chooses Divya. And you just feel helpless. You feel like you're in a zone. And I think one of the places where I was most emotionally unstable was that see, Priyank was with me. He was with me in challenges, but he wasn't with me emotionally. Emotionally, he was always there for Divya. Whenever Sunny used to ask him, who do you love or anything, it would be Divya.
Yeah.
It would be Divya. Obviously,
was
because
that
he
hurting? Was it
it
hurting?
was
someone
hurting
else?
because not because I wanted that love connection with Priyank. It was hurting because I didn't have anyone I could emotionally rely on. You know, when Divya broke down, there was Priyank. But when I broke down, I didn't have anyone to understand like my story. So, and it's not that I didn't try with others. I tried with Mohit. I went in front of the oracle, but you know it didn't work out. And we both thought that even Ransar said, you know, it's very important to find your ideal match. So that way, I decided to continue with.
Did the Splitsvilla journey made you even more tougher?
Yes, definitely. Like it
Emotionally,
teaches you
mentally,
emotionally. You develop as a person. You know, as an individual, you grow. You learn to handle situations. Like you know, you feel like you're sort of emotionally deprived sometimes, and then you come out and you're a better person. Then, yeah.
Last time I was with Priyank and Divya. So the one thing is going Divyank, like Divya and Priyank, Divyank is going.
Yeah.
And he was like continuously telling Nibyank.
Ha,
Nibedita
yeah,
and
Divyank. That is
Priyank.
also a
Nibyank.
new trend that's
Nibyank, yeah, the
happening.
Nibyank and Divyank and Divya was pretty much. So like what sort of a bonding when y'all were together? And like but वो कहीं ना कहीं ऐसे हो जाता है ना कि मतलब when you are loving someone like insecurity सी feel आ जाती है. हाँ, and then in the first episode when Priyank and Divya were there, they went in front of the oracle, but they were not the ideal couple. But they wrote your name to eliminate you.
That's right. So the very first episode when that happened, I was very upset. That was very upsetting for me because I had actually voted for Priyank and Divya to go ahead, to go in front of the oracle. And I mean, that was the same day when I had said that no, Priyank, I will not go ahead with you. He had written my name on that shit. But I had turned him down and I had gone for Siddharth. So obviously it means that, you know, I don't have an interest in Priyank in that way. So I sort of gave them that assurity. You can be sure from my side, I backed out. So even though I supported them, they wrote my name. Kahin na kahin there was that insecurity, which they shouldn't have had, because if they were confident with each other, if they have that assurity that, you know, they'll always be there for each other, then a third person can never break that. Yeah.
But was the somewhere down the line hurting because you were supporting them, you were voting for them? Priyank ने दिव्या का नाम लिखा, उसे कट किया, फिर आपका नाम लिखा. If that wouldn't happen, then I guess like still you had a connection with Priyank, or just because of those things the things so come like a kind of love triangle kind of thing.
So basically, I think that is also a big factor, that the fact that Priyank wrote Divya's name and then he crossed out.
You say, it came to notice to everyone like,
because that made me feel like he was very unsure. He had an unclear mind. Like Siddharth only wrote my name. So at that point, I thought that Siddharth was clear in his head, right? So if Priyank only wrote my name, I would feel like he's confident in his decision. So that was that. I mean, if he had only written my name, then maybe things would have been different in the villa.
So what sort of bonding now you share with him? With Divya, Priyank?
With Priyank and Divya, they're like my best buddies now. Every now and then, like Priyank will like shoot me a message. He's like, "What's up? What's happening?" I'll message him. I'll be like, "Where are you? Let's hang out." We'll catch up every time. We'll hang out. You know, he'll tease me. He'll tease Divya. He's like that. He's a very chill, you know, happy-go-lucky kind of guy.
And Divya?
Divya is very sweet. She's I think after the villa, our bonding has actually grown a lot more. So every time we see each other, we make it a point to actually post photos together on Instagram or like any social media, because our fans are actually going against us when we don't have any problems with each other. I don't have any problems with Divya on a personal level. She doesn't have any problems with me. But my fans have a problem with Divya, and Divya's fans have a problem with me. It's like that.
Yeah,
and then there are Priyank's fans that have a problem with both of us. They don't like anybody. They're like, tum bhi jao, tum bhi jao.
A lot of times we also saw Sunny supporting you, or Sunny supporting Divya. Like Sunny was also ki tu telling you to ek ke saath ja,
exactly. Actually, Sunny was actually very kind. She always stood up for the girls in the villa. So like, sometimes she could see that I was getting hurt. Sometimes she showed that Divya was sort of upset because of Priyank. So she used to get very frustrated at Priyank. Like, Priyank, you need to make up your mind. You know, sometimes you're making Nibby cry. Sometimes you're making Divya cry. You know, you need to sort of get your head together.
The last time we also saw Priyank also cried in the show.
Exactly, and because of that, Priyank also broke down. He's like, I feel like I'm doing wrong to both girls. So at that point, I mean, me and Divya, we both said to Priyank, you know, let the third person think what they want, because they don't know what's happening in the villa. Right. They don't know what our strategies are. They don't know what our understanding is. We're there to support you. You're there to support us. It's like that.
If Priyank is not, then who will be the connection with you?
And guys?
In guys. Okay.
In guys, Mohit. Definitely Mohit. I think even though he's not my ideal match, he is one of the most sweetest guys in the villa. He has a pure soul, you know. He's a really, like, he's a gentleman in a sense. So he bonded very well with all the girls in the villa. Like, he used to make everyone feel very comfortable. and he was very good at conversing and everything like that. So if anyone apart from Priyank, it would have been Mohit.
So till now, we haven't seen you and Priyank going in front of the oracle. But in future episodes, can we see Nibedita and Priyank going to the oracle?
Well, that is a mystery that will soon be unfolded, but I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, okay.
I'll give you a hint. Just wait for the next coming episodes or two.